recent Gallup poll indicates that 70% of Americans hate their jobs. What they did is they looked into 3 different categories, and those categories included people who are actively engaged in their jobs, people who are not engaged, and people who are actively disengaged.
Can I guess which categories hated their jobs?
Of course, those that are not engaged and actively disengaged. So 70% fall under those 2 categories. Only 30% of respondents said that they are actively engaged in their jobs, which means that they enjoy their jobs. And by the way, they spoke to 100 million Americans, which is kind of amazing.
I literally can't believe that.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it. It was a 2-year study. They did it between 2010 and 2012.
What are they, the NSA?
Maybe.
How'd they get to so many Americans? All right, so we're assuming that those actively not engaged and disengaged, et cetera, are the ones that are like, oh, I hate my job, disengage.
Yeah.
Right, I got you. Well, you know, that's a depressing number. There's no question about that. I guess it's not a surprising number, but I never thought about it before. And I remember I used to hate my job when I was a lawyer, couldn't stand it, right? And if that's how people feel, how I felt as a lawyer, and it's 70% of the country, that's really depressing.
And I think it goes beyond, you know, whether or not you like your profession. I think even people who are in the profession that they wanted to be in are really feeling the impact of low wages, no health insurance or benefits, bad benefits, no benefits. You know, companies are doing whatever they can to save a buck, and in the process of doing so, a lot of employees are starting to like lose their motivation and their enthusiasm for their job. I mean, this Gallup poll indicates that the number of people that are actively disengaged is costing companies big time, and it's costing the economy big time, about $550 billion a year. But at the same time, think about how much money these companies are saving, or they think they're saving, by not paying their employees properly. They think they're saving the money, but in reality, if they're disengaged, then they're costing you money.
And then Gallup did a study of school kids, and the majority of American school kids, over 50%, I believe it was 51 and 52%, dislike school. Now think about what that is saying. It's saying that we've created a society, despite all our technology, despite 2,000 years of Western civilization, more even, where our kids dislike how they are spending the majority of their waking hours, and they are groomed to become adults who dislike the way they are spending the majority of their waking hours. Something is broken, and you're talking about over 50% here. Now, I mean, if you had a car and 50% of the time you hated being in this car, you disliked this car, it was breaking down, it stank, it wouldn't move, you'd probably want to go get a new car. But when it comes to our education, when it comes to our careers, we blindly follow